You split the last piece of pie with me, right down the middle line. The sax played a soft dividing, and the night turned out just fine. The Rhodes remembers how you measured to make the halves the same. The bass walked a little even, and I whispered your name. The crust was flaky, the filling warm. We ate without a rush. The sax played a soft digestion of the love that doesn't crush. You split the last piece of pie with me. The sax calls that fair. Some love is in the breaking bread and the knowing that you care. The brushes split the rhythm. The drums have the beat. The sax forks the final bite, and the plate is clean, and the love is right. Like it was a good thing, like it belonged in a song. The sax played a soft pronunciation, and the night felt strong. The Rhodes remembers how the syllables sat sweetly on your tongue. The bass walked a little prouder, and the heart that hung had hung. I've heard my name 1,000 times in anger and in a rush, but yours was like a lullaby that quieted the hush. You said my name like it was a good thing. The sax calls out a prayer. Some love is in the saying of a name with gentle air. The brushes whispered the letters, the drums held the sound. is a good thing. The sax calls that a prayer. Some love is in the saying of a name with gentle air. A name, good thing. You, the sax speaks the final vowel, then the name is mine, and the love will prowl. You wipe the counter where I spilled my heart, didn't say a thing. The sax played a soft absorption, and the bell began to ring. The Rhodes remembers the puddle there, the bass recalls the stain. You wiped it slow and steady, and the hurt began to wane. The bartender gave you extra napkins, but you used your sleeve instead. The sax played a quiet cleaning, and the love was gently fed. You wiped the counter where I spilled my heart. The sax knows the cloth. Some love is in the cleaning up, not the keeping of the oath. The brushes swept the fragments, the drums dried the space. saved me the last olive from your martini glass. Picked it with your finger. The sax played a salty little tune, and the love began to linger. The Rhodes remembers the brine that dripped. The bass recalls the grin. You held it out across the table, and the night felt thin and wind. I ate it slow and closed my eyes, the best olive of my life. The sax played a small preservation for the love that cuts like a knife. You saved me the last olive from your martini glass. The sax calls that care. Some love is in the last of things, and the willingness to share. The brushes picked a little olive too. The drums held the pit. You saved me the last olive from your martini glass. The sax calls that care. Some love is in the last of things, and the willingness to share. Last olive martini saved. The sax plays the final brine, then the glass is empty, but the love is mine. You held the umbrella over me, even though you're taller. Your head got wet instead. The sax played a soft dripping for the love that bows its head. The road remembers how you angled the canvas toward my hair. The bass walked a little crooked, and the rain could not compare. I tried to push it back to you. You held it where it was. The sax played a soft soaking, and the love became the fuzz. You held the umbrella over me, even though you're taller. The little. The drums caught the You let me pick the song on the jukebox, even though you paid. The sax played a soft selection, and the night was on parade. The Rhodes asked if you liked the choice. The bass said, look at her face. You watched me dance a little in my seat and settled in your place. The song was long and slow and sweet. You didn't check the time. The sax played a soft permission for the love that lets me climb. You let me pick the song on the jukebox. The sax calls that a gift. Some love is in the giving up. A small and simple shift. The brushes danced a little too. The drums changed the key. You let me pick the song on the jukebox. The sax calls that a gift. Some is in the giving up. The small and simple shift. Jukebox, my song, you. The sax plays the final track, and the song ends, but we don't go back. We sat inside the light, we didn't name that afternoon. A golden hour that ended much too soon. The baseline glowed like honey in the air, wordless prayer, a silent care. We didn't try to capture it in words, just let it be. Like nesting birds, the sacs held up the warmth without a phrase. A summer haze, a gentle blaze. Some things are truer when they're left unnamed. The game that cannot be claimed. We let the light just be whatever it was. Because without a because, the light we didn't name is still with me. A glow I carry silently. No label, no frame, no need to say. It's just the light, and that's okay. A melody that floats and is free. The brushes catch the edges of the glow. A soft and steady flow, a quiet show. What if the most sacred things are the ones that never need names? What if the truest knowing is the one that never claims? A light remains still unnamed, a treasure that lights move half in time, like they're tired of the race. Your reflection in the glass wears a softer face. Every sound is slowing down, every thought feels warm. The night forgets its edges now, nothing needs to form. City lights in halftime glow, teaching hearts to move slow. Let the bass carry every truth we don't say out loud. No rush, no need to know where this moment goes. City lights in halftime, that's enough for now. Taxi hums below our feet, neon breeze in blue. Saxophone leans into me like it's known you too. Nothing here is asking more than what we can give. Jazz just asks us to be real for as long as we live. City lights in halftime glow, teaching hearts to move slow. Let the bass carry every truth we don't say out loud. No rush, no need to know where this moment goes. City lights in halftime, that's enough for now. There's a silence after music that feels louder than the sound, like the echo keeps on moving even when it's not around. Every note leaves something behind it in the space it used to fill, like a shadow made of memory that refuses to be still. After the last note falls, something still remains, not in sound or form, but in quiet traces. the space that stays after the last note falls. It's dissolving into air, but the shape of what it carried still is lingering somewhere. I don't try to hold the ending, I just let it softly be. There's a peace inside the fading that feels almost like release. Even you feel like a melody that I can't replay again, but I hear you in the silence, like a soft unspoken friend. If I chase it, it will vanish. If I stay, it might remain. So I sit inside the quiet, let it wash me like the rain. If I fill the space with noise, would it take away the ache, or just bury something fragile that was never meant to break? After everything is gone, something still goes on. In the hush, in the fall, after the last note falls. Silver drops in amber light, every shadow on the pavement, slowly drifting through the night. Taxi tires whisper softly on the streets we used to know. Every memory returning with the rhythm moving slow. Neon rain serenade tonight, soft reflections in the light. Every drop becomes a sound, while the lonely night spins round. gently through the mist of city air, and the rhythm of the evening feels like something we once shared. Maybe love was just a moment, drifting softly through the blue, like a quiet midnight whisper, still returning back to you. Neon rain keeps slowly falling while the sax fades far away, leaving only quiet echoes of the words we couldn't say. Streetlights glowing at 3 a.m. Golden circles on the ground. Every shadow softly dancing in the silence all around. Empty sidewalks hold the echoes of the laughter from before, while the sax begins to wander through the quiet open door. Streetlight walks at 3 a.m. tonight, turning slowly in the light. Every note begins to flow where the midnight breezes go, passing clouds across the skyline. Hide the moon for just a while the rhythm of the evening moves in slow and gentle style. Distant Words resting on your lips, every word slowly slips. The room hums soft and low, like it knows. Every chord feels deep and warm, like a storm. Stay right here, sing it slow, let the feeling grow. If the night begins to ache, let it break. Stay a little longer now, hear the sound in this blue and smoky tone. We're alone. Low bass humming through my chest, brush drums letting rest. Your smile bends the tune like a moon. Time melts down into sound. Stay right here, sing it slow, let the feeling grow. If the night begins to ache, let it break. Stay a little longer now, hear the sound in this blue and smoky tone. We're alone. No promise to keep, just something deep. If the dawn calls out your name, stay the same. Stay inside this blue, me and you, under lights so low and late. We wait. Bread. Bread. Blue smoke rising through the bar, amber lights along the wall. Every chord begins to linger, like a memory's quiet call. Saxophone beside the doorway sings a slow and tender tune, while the bass line walks beneath it, like a midnight monsoon. Blue smoke and saxophone tonight, drifting softly through the light. Every note begins to glow, where the silent heartbeats go. Lonely glasses on a table, tables catch reflections from the stage, while the music keeps on turning through the quiet, smoky haze. Outside, rain begins to whisper through the cool and silver air, but the rhythm in the lounge feels like something we once shared. Maybe love was just a rhythm floating softly through the song, like a gentle jazz confession that keeps drifting all night long. The smoke begins to fade as the final chords appear, but the melody keeps living somewhere deep inside the airy like the space you left between my ribs and my last breath. The sax is barely there tonight. It plays the shape of your goodbye. The Rhodes is light, the bass is slight. The brush drums float like a kite. The reverb is a second sight. The tremolo shakes left and right. The airy space where you took flight is where I sleep, and sleep is light. I didn't know that air could weigh so much when you have gone away. The bass walks up, the bass does play a line that sounds like yesterday. The sax breathes out a soft bouquet. The Rhodes decays in a slow ballet. The brush drums brush the dark away. The airy space is where I stay, airy like the space you left. The sax is soft, the bass is deft. The Rhodes plays chords that feel bereft. The brush drums keep the quiet cleft. The reverb holds the only theft, airy like the space you left. I breathe you in, I breathe you deft. The space you left, my only gift. I asked the air to take your shape. It said I'm just a broken drape. The bass slid low, the sax escaped. The Rhodes played something like a grape, sweet and crushed and full of tape. The brush drums built a gentle cape. The reverb swallowed every scrape. The airy space, my only landscape. The sax is breathing like a cat, curled up on a welcome mat. The bass walk slow, the bass is fat with every note that fell flat. The Rhodes is wearing a small hat, the brush drums sound like a spat. The reverb is where you're at, airy space, and that is that, airy like the space you left. The sax is soft, the bass is deft. The Rhodes plays chords that feel bereft. The brush drums keep the quiet cleft. The reverb holds the only theft, airy like the space you left. I breathe you in, I breathe you deft, the space you left. My only gift. What if the air is just your mouth, blowing softly from the south? What if the space is just the drop of every word that came uncouth? Then let the sax be soft and smooth, let the bass slide under the booth, airy like the space. The truth is that I miss you, airy, uncouth, airy like the space you left. The sax is soft, the bass is deft. The Rhodes plays chords that feel bereft. The brush drums keep the quiet cleft. The reverb holds the only theft, airy like the space you left. I breathe you in, I breathe you deft, the space you left. My only gift, airy like the space you left. The sax breathes, the bass is deaf, airy space. My only gift, you left, airy. Half asleep with the melody, drifting slowly next to me. Your breath sets the pace in this space. Every sound feels far and near at once. Here, stay right here, don't wake me yet. Let the moment set. If the night begins to blur, let it stir. Stay a little closer, still feel the chill in this drifting quiet stream we dream. Low bass humming like a thought, brush drums barely caught. Your fingers trace the air everywhere. Time lets go, nice and slow. Stay right here, don't wake me yet. Let the moment set. If the night begins to blur, let it stir. holding on under sleep and gentle sound. We're bound. Eyes half closed. Still composed. The piano stool has a dent where you sat. The road still leans that way. The sax plays the shape of your back in the key of yesterday. The bass walks around the impression like a dog circling a bed. I sit on the other side of the stool and feel you in my spread. The tuner said he could fix the cushion, fill the dent with foam. I told him leave the hollow there. It's the only shape of home. The piano stool has a dent where you sat. The sax sits in the groove. Every hollow holds a history. Every dent a move. The brushes brush the shadow. The drums feel the decline. The piano stool has a dent where you sat. The sax sits in the groove. Every hollow holds a history. Every dent a move. Student, you. The sax presses into the space, and the piano plays around your trace. settle in like a blanket on the room. Every word feels heavier, every breath feels true. No one's watching us tonight. No one needs to know what we're carrying inside, what we let go. In these quiet hours, open hearts, we don't hide a thing. Let the rhythm hold our fears, let the silence sing. No armor, no disguise, just shadows telling truth. Quiet hours, open hearts, me and you. Bass hums low beneath the floor. Rhodes drips golden sound. Saxophone cries something old that finally comes around. We don't rush the fragile parts that might fall apart. Jazz knows how to sit with pain and call it art. In these quiet hours, open hearts, we don't hide a thing. Let the rhythm hold our fears, let the silence sing. No armor, no disguise, just shadows telling truth. Quiet hours, open hearts, me and you. If the night forgets our names, let the groove remember. We were honest in the sound, even just for a tender moment. Quiet hours, open hearts, till the morning starts to move. I'll keep this feeling in my chest like a secret groove. Soft breath, final hum. Amber light spills through the open blinds. City breathing slow like it's out of time. Your reflection sways in the fading room. I taste the night, let the moment bloom. Every chord is pulling me near. Every sigh sounds sincere. Stay a little longer in this flame. Soft piano calling out your name. Hold the night, don't let it run. Feel the love before it's gone. Stay a little closer, don't turn away. Jazz and smoke drifting where we lay in this warm and quiet place. We let the world slowly fade. Low bass breathing under my skin. Brush drums whisper where we've been. Your eyes speak soft, your lips stay still. Every silence bends to your will. Time dissolves into tone. I don't feel alone. I don't feel alone. Stay a little longer in this flame. Soft piano calling out your name. Hold the night, don't let it run. Feel the love before it's gone. Stay a little closer, don't turn away. Jazz and smoke drifting where we lay in this warm and quiet place. We let the world slowly fade. No tomorrow in our hands, just slow heartbeats unplanned. If the sunrise breaks too soon, let it catch us in this tune. Stay, just stay inside this sound, where gentle hearts feel safe and found. Under lights of amber tone, we're not lonely, just alone. Hold it close. Don't let go. Don't let go. I dwell in the silence between heartbeats now, a space where time allows. The bass line pauses longer than it plays, a gentle maze, a sunlit haze. The rhythm of my chest has room to rest, a quiet test, a gentle quest. The sax holds notes until they almost fade, a slow parade, serenade. I used to fill the gaps with noise and fear, a constant need to hear, to be near. But now I let the silence have its say, a different way, a softer sway. Between the beats, the silence grows, a garden that no one else knows. It holds me in the in-between, a quiet scene, a gentle sheen. who's playing less than it withholds. A story that unfolds. The brushes rest more than they strike. A quiet like a silent spike. What if the most alive we are is in the pause, the resting bar? What if the silence is not lack, but a place where life comes back? Between my heartbeats I am still, space I finally can fill with nothing but the quiet air, the silence that becomes a prayer. We were fluent in the silence and the things we didn't say. Every glance a full translation of a world we kept at bay. There were meanings in the pauses, in the spaces in between, like a language made of absence that we never let be seen. A language we never spoke still echoes in my mind. Every word we never wrote feels somehow defined. We don't need the sound, we don't need the line. We were understood in a way we can't define. Saxophone begins to murmur, like it knows what we concealed. Every phrase a quiet sentence of a truth we never revealed. We could try to learn the grammar of a love we never named, but the beauty was the mystery of a meaning uncontained. Even now I catch the rhythm of the way you used to breathe, like a sentence left suspended, still unfolding underneath. If I spoke it into being, would it lose what made it real? was perfect in disguise. Maybe silence was the only way we ever told the truth. Still I hear what we knew in a language made of you. ice bucket is full of melt water and memory. The cubes gave up at 2. The sax plays a dripping melody for the snow that once was you. The Rhodes feels the condensation. The bass walks through the pool. I fish out a floating lemon rind and try to keep my cool. The bartender empties it at 3. The water hits the sink. The sax plays the sound of disappearing faster than you think. The ice bucket is full of melt water and memory. The sax knows how to thaw. Some things are solid until they're not, and then they're just the floor. The brushes wipe a circle. The drums avoid the wet. Is full of melt water and memory. The sax knows how to thaw. Some things are solid until they're not, and then they're just the floor. Then the water finds the same remote. Dancing on the floor, your shadow leans against the door. Baseline breathing, slow and deep. Secrets we were meant to keep. Road spills gold into the room. Time dissolves in quiet bloom. Every step, every sigh feels like we're learning how break away. There's smoke between two hearts, no clear lines, just drifting parts. We don't know where it starts, but we stay. Saxophone cries, then pulls away, like something we forgot to say. Your breath is close, almost mine, lost inside this borrowed time. Smoke between two hearts, let the silence fall apart. If this fades before the dawn, let it fade slow. Hold on. Between two hearts, golden smoke. Velvet shadows downtown tonight, drifting softly through the air. Every window glowing golden, like a secret hidden there. Footsteps echo down the alley, where the quiet lovers roam, while the bass line keeps on walking, like a path that leads me home. Velvet shadows in the light, dancing slowly through the night. Every note begins to flow, where the silent heartbeats go. Saxophone across the corner sings a lonely midnight tune, like a dream that keeps returning underneath the fading moon. Empty bars and closing doorways hold the laughter of the day, while the music keeps on drifting through the night that fades to gray. Maybe love is just a rhythm that the night can understand, like a melody that lingers soft and quiet in your hand. they fade in as the early morning grows, but the rhythm of the evening still remains in quiet flow. Clock is leaning past its time. Morning waits outside the door. Your eyes ask a quiet question that we both asked before. Every sound is holding back, like it knows we're almost gone. Still the rhythm pulls us closer, asking for one more song before morning. Before the light tells the truth, let the bass hold every feeling. We don't want to lose no tomorrow, no warning, just this groove to lean upon. One more song before morning, before the night is gone. Glass is empty, heart still full. Smoke is hanging low and slow. Your fingers trace the edge of time, afraid to let it go. Jazz keeps whispering our names like it wants us to stay, even if we know too well this moment has an end date. One more song before morning, before the light tells the truth, let the bass hold every feeling. We don't want to lose no tomorrow, no warning, just this groove to lean upon. One more song before morning, before the night is gone. step, a quiet vow. The bass line backs away with grace, a slow embrace of empty space. There is no bitterness in my retreat, just the rhythm of two-parted feet. The sax releases with a gentle sigh, a wave goodbye, a closing night. I used to cling, I used to hold so tight, afraid of losing in the night. But now I know that letting go with poise is not a noise, it is a choice. Withdraw on the elegant and kind, a leaving that leaves peace behind, a door that doesn't slam but swings, a bird that folds its waiting wings. The Rhodes is stepping backward from the song, a place where I belong but not for long. The brushes whisper gratitude, then cease, a soft release, a gentle peace. The beauty is in knowing when to step aside and start again. Not as a loss, but as a yard, a graceful exit of the heart. I withdraw, but not in fear. I leave the space for you. The truest gift I give to me. I withdraw, but not in fear. Silence hangs like velvet smoke. Every breath feels gently broke. Bass moves deep, rich and slow, like something rare to know. Rhodes reflects a golden hue. Everything feels almost new. Sax cries soft. Smoke is curling through the room. Piano hums a gentle tune. Your voice slips through the air. Everywhere, every note feels low and slow, like a note. Stay right here inside this haze. Let the moment stay. Hold the night beneath each tone. Take me home. Stay a little closer now. Feel it how in this smoke and soft decay we sway. Low bass leaning on the beat, brush drum soft under feet. Your smile cuts the dim light just right. Time drips slow, nice and low. Stay right here inside this haze. Let the moment stay. Hold the night beneath each tone. Take me home. Stay a little closer now. Feel it how in this smoke and soft decay we sway. No clear view, just me and you. If the room begins to spin, pull me in. Stay, breathe it deep. Don't sleep under smoke and gentle keys we ease. Ash falls slow. Afterglow. Almost touching, not quite there. Every breath fills the air. Your hand hovers next to mine. Out of line. Every sound feels held inside. Every moment waits. Stay right here, don't cross the line. Let the feeling shine. If the night leans into us, let it trust. Stay a little closer still. Feel the thrill now, a skill that asks me to allow the bassline places notes like falling leaves, a gentle weave, a slow reprieve. The lightest touch can hold the most, a gentle ghost, a quiet host. The sax breathes out a sound so small it's barely there, a tender care, a whispered prayer. I used to think that force was the only way to make the moment stay, to keep the gray away. But now I know the softest hand can shape a clear escape, a delicate drape. Softness has a precision all its own, a way of being that is known to those who understand the weight of a gentle fate, a quiet state. Rhodes is pressing keys with featherweight, a soft, deliberate gait. The brushes barely skim the skin of sound, a holy ground, a wound unbound. What if the strongest thing you do is the softest thing, the truest too? What if the power is in the pause, the gentle, because I am precise in my softness now, a gentle vow, a quiet plow. I do not need to be loud to be true. The precision of softness is what I do. pulse softer than anything daylight. letting its warmth fill me, letting myself settle into the rhythm. The roads breathes with me, each chord a quiet embrace. And maybe this is what it means to feel safe, to exist without noise. A heartbeat made of nighted air, steady, warm, unbroken. The sax glides like a whisper, touching places words can't reach. And my voice rests in the softness, carried by the calm of darkened streets. The city sleeps, but I remain here awake, aware, listening to every gentle vibration. The bass holds me like a steady hand, guiding me through the stillness. I let the rhythm rewrite my breath. Tonight I become part of the night air, soft, peaceful, whole. I'm breaking the habit of your name today, a syllable that used to make me stay. The bass line used to rise when I would speak it. Now I'm learning not to seek it. It sat so easy on my tongue before, a word that opened every door. The sax would echo it like a refrain, a pleasure and a pain, the sun and rain. I catch myself before the sound escapes, a shape that my mouth still makes, but I'm rewiring the pathways of my speech, a lesson that will teach, will teach, will teach. The habit of a name is hard to break. thoughts I don't complete, a rhythm for my incomplete retreat. The brushes keep a time I'm leaving behind, a habit I'll unwind, unwind, unwind. A name is just a sound until it's not, until it carries everything you've got. And then you have to let the sound go free, to find the silence under it and me. Today I almost said your name, and let the silence take the blame. Tomorrow I won't need to try, the habit fades and so do I. And blue stillness settles in my chest, not cold, just quiet, deep and real. I breathe into it slowly, letting the calm expand like soft waves. The Rhodes clamors through the air, repeating the moment in gentle shades. And I realize this stillness has been waiting for me to return, to finally listen to myself. Blue stillness in my chest, a calm I never thought I'd find again. The sax soothes the edges of my heart, warm the lid slow, and my voice drifts inside the silence, carried by the softness of the night. Memories move past like fade shadows, no longer sharp enough to hurt. The bass holds me steady, a quiet hand beneath my pulse. I let go of what I no longer need, and breathe into the space that remains. The stillness stays, gentle blue night, gentle blue night. vocal mic still has your height marked with a piece of tape. The sound guy never changed it. Like a shrine he can't escape. The sax leans in where you would stand and plays into the space. The Rhodes fills in your breathing, and the bass holds your place. I walked up to the stage tonight and stood where you would sing. The mic was cold, the light was blue, and I felt everything. The vocal mic still has your height. The sax still sings your key. Every note is a shadow of who you used to be. The brushes tapped like footsteps. The kick drum said your name. The vocal mic still has your height. The sax still sings your key. Every note is a shadow of who you used to be. Mic, height, tape. The sax pulls back slow. Then the PA hisses and lets you go. There's a heaviness between us, not in words but in the space. Like a sentence left unfinished, still suspended in one place. Every pause becomes a burden, every glance a subtle strain. Like we're holding back a flood with the language mid-rain. I can feel it in your breathing, in the way you look away. The weight of unsaid things pulls us under slowly. Every silence sings of what we keep lonely. We don't break, we just bend till the tension never ends. In the hush that it brings, the weight of unsaid things. Saxophone leans into pressure like it's carrying a tube. Every note just dips a little under everything we knew. We could say it, we could risk it, let it fall into the light. But we circle around the meaning like it's safer out of sight. Even time feels slightly heavier, like it's dragging through the room. Every second stretching wider, like it's bracing for the truth. If I spoke, would you collapse it? Or would everything align? Or just scatter into fragments we could never redefine? The silence turned to something we were never meant to take. Still it stays in between everything we've never seen. Every sip pulls me deeper into this halftime night. Nothing loud, nothing sharp, only warmth between the lines. Your eyes speaking broken chords that my heart translates. Slow wine and low light, we don't need to rush tonight. Let the bass hold every truth. Let the jazz decide what's right. No promises in sight, just feeling soft and loose. Slow wine and low light, I'm falling into you. Lipstick marks on crystal glass, time dissolves in smoke. Your laughter barely touches sound, like a private joke. If the night forgets our names, let the rhythm still remain. Every note remembers us. Let the jazz decide what's right. No promises in sight. Just feeling soft and loose. Slow wine and low light. I'm falling into you. Sex whispers what we hide in the corners of our chest. If this moment breaks at dawn, at least we felt our best. Slow wine and low light till the room begins to fade. I'll keep this groove inside my soul for every choice I make. Fade warm, fade slow. Not the start and not the ending, just the space where we remain, like a breath that keeps extending. Never pleasure, never pain. There's a rhythm in the in-between that we never try to name, just existing in the moment without needing it to change. Breathing in the between, where nothing is what it seems. Not quite lost, not quite found, just a soft drifting sound. We don't fall, we don't rise, we just stay undefined in a place we don't leave. Breathing in the between. Saxophone flow, flow, saxophone flows like a question that doesn't need a reply. Every phrase just keeps unfolding like a cloud across the sky. You and I just sit inside it, let it pass, let it stay. There's a beauty in the stillness of not needing a way. Time dissolves into a feeling without edges, without end. We stop trying to be certain, stop pretending to pretend. Even doubt becomes a comfort when it doesn't have to choose. There's a freedom in the absence of something left if we try to give it meaning, would it lose its quiet grace, or become another story we could never quite replace? If we named it, would it vanish like a dream we held too tight, or just soften into memory, fading gently out of sight? Stay a while, don't explain, let us breathe in between. Nothing more, nothing less, just this quiet weightlessness. Last song playing in the bar, while the morning starts to rise. Every chord begins to linger, like the fading of the sky. Lonely glasses on the counter catch reflections of the light, while the sax begins to whisper through the quiet end of night. Last song before the sunrise tonight. Dreams dissolving in the light. Every melody remains like soft footsteps in the rain. Bassline walking through the silence, like a slow and steady tide. Every note becomes a memory of the places we can't hide. Outside dawn begins to glow through the calm and empty street, while the rhythm of the evening still moves softly in the beat. Maybe love was just a moment that the night could understand, like a quiet jazz confession floating through an open hand. And the final chord is fading, while the city wakes again. The melody keeps living somewhere deep inside the rain. She breathes between the lines, turning silence into signs. Every pause feels full and deep, secrets we keep. Every stillness feels complete at her feet. Stay right here, don't fill the air, let the quiet stare, hold the space between each tone. We're not alone, stay a little closer still, feel the chill in this space she leaves behind. We align. Low bass barely holding ground, brush drums almost sound. Her eyes close when it's right. Late night, time stands still, pulls us in. Stay right here, don't fill the air, let the quiet stare, hold the space between each tone. We're not alone, stay a little closer still, feel the chill in this space she leaves behind. We align. No words left to say anyway, if the song forgets its name. Stay the same, stay, breathe it in, under skin, undertones that fall so low. We know. Breath to sound,